Can you introduce yourself and just tell me a little bit about like who you are, like what you do, and who you help as well?
Yep. Hello, my name is Oliver Bradshaw. I'm a bench joiner from the UK, and I've set up a mentorship course to help fellow joiners and high-end DIYers for improving their skills in woodworking and joinery-based work within the industry.
What inspired you to want to like make a digital product or a course around that specific topic?
Uh, the inspiration for making a digital product was it came from the lack of good quality information that was available in that online space. There's a lot of um, videos that show you how to do something, but the credibility of the person that's showing you is really hard to attain. So um, yeah, I just saw a gap in the market in terms of helping people with credible information on how to do this stuff and learn from the start at an early stage in that career how to do things properly.
Nice. And then how long have you been thinking about doing something like this?
Probably the last 18 months I've been thinking about doing this.
Mm. And like what do you feel had like stopped you from doing it so far?
It's a time element, isn't it? It's the lack of time and knowledge um, in building that system to put that information, make that information available to an audience. It'd be another thing I'd have to learn how to do and be an expert at to deliver it to them people. Which at the minute, I've got my own industry and my own things going on. To then step aside and learn that to deliver it is almost an unachievable task.
Mm. I see. So how do you now feel like partnering with us has allowed you to bring that like idea or that dream that you had for a while to like to life?
Yeah, it's enabled it to happen and get it off the ground. It's a learning curve on both parties in terms of getting it right and creating the right products and how to interact with each other and bring this thing and make it perfect. But short of working together, it was something that wasn't going to happen because of that time element.
Right. So let's talk a little bit more about the launch. So walk me through your experience with the launch.
Um, from start to finish.
Yeah, so how like did you feel? How do you feel about the results and how did that all play out to you or for you rather?
Um, I found it quite a challenge because it's probably not a way I thought I would do a launch. So sort of yeah, a lot of things out of my comfort zone in terms of how to interact and stuff I've not done before. So it's quite overwhelming with all the information and I think we've got a few things wrong in the process, but um, yeah, like I say, it got a product off the ground and to the market, and we've learned an awful lot from it. So that side of it's really good. Um, yeah, just learning the customer base and how they interact and making that start was a really good learning curve, and setting us up well for the future.
Nice, nice. I think that's really good because we've had clients who don't just see it like they don't see the process through. So like I must really commend you for like seeing it through because some clients just like they just pretty much give up and they don't pretty much believe in like the dream that they had that strongly enough. Do you understand? So I really
Mhm.
commend you for seeing it through because I know we had a lot of ups and downs. There were a lot of things I were not comfortable with throughout the process, but I'm really glad that you decided to see it through.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people think like creating a product is, or like a digital product especially, is them selling out or them like selling to their audience, and they feel very uncomfortable doing that. So what's your opinion on that?
Um, I think as time's gone on and we've learned from this process, for me, it's not necessarily about selling a product to them. It's more about them needing something and you having that item that can satisfy that need, and connecting the two together, isn't it? I think for my industry and where we're at, yeah, it doesn't need heavy selling. It's just that connection of them two things, isn't it?
Mm.
The desire to learn and someone with credible information that can teach it. So yeah, I think that's the key from what I've learned from it.
And then if you had to rank, from your experience so far, if you had to rank like digital products, brand partnerships, and then YouTube ad revenue in terms of like the pros and cons of each, like how would you rank them?
What are the three things in terms of ranking in what form, like ad revenue or just learning learning from
Yeah.
how what we're ranking it against?
Yeah. So I mean in terms of like the pros and cons, and from your experience so far with like all three, like how was your experience with digital products, with like brand partnerships, and then with YouTube ad revenue?
Um, well, the first one's the ad revenue that comes first. Um, Worked really well for high entertainment value, high view count, um, popularity. It's a good thing to have that sort of high view count on any platform for reach and popularity. A tricky thing to convert into a high revenue stream. Sponsorships have been good because they can give you that guaranteed sort of earning potential. Um, can detract from your viewership a little bit in terms of bringing the channel. You're not providing information, you're trying to sell something or promote something, so it detracts from it in that way. But I think most people understand now that most channels are going to have something like that in order to be sustainable, and it actually exists, so it's not too bad. And digital products for me, I mean, the stuff I've done in terms of selling little things on the side that I've managed to publish, amazing. Once they've been created and sitting in that space, it's kind of like unlimited revenue without, it's passive income, isn't it? Yeah, which works really well. Um, yeah, it's just creating the right things and delivering that. And if it can be good value to the people buying it as well, I don't really see it as exploiting the people for the information. It can be really worthwhile, high value stuff for everyone all around. So um,
Nice.
it's definitely the way forward if you've got the information to deliver
Nice.
um, to people that generally want to learn from and act from it.
Nice. So I know for the launch that we did, I think we had about 13 people join the mentorship program. So in terms of like expectations on your end, so like what were you actually expecting in terms of like the results, and how do you feel about like the results that we got from the launch?
In terms of numbers of people attending or everything.
Number of those who actually joined the main program.
Um, Releasing that program, it's all unknown, wasn't it? So plucking a number of how many we could take on at the sky, really. As it's turned out, we've got plenty. There's for the stuff I'm going to deliver, it's quite a lot of people. So yeah, more than enough people for that course. But I think we've learned that maybe that was a lot to deliver to that amount of people, so we can adapt and change that in the future and perhaps come up with something a little bit more manageable for more people in a future sort of course or a higher price point package. So yeah, sort of surprised we got that many. To be honest, I was expecting five or six and really hone in and sort of yeah, do have a few select people that would sign up, but 13 I thought was quite a lot. Um, yeah, yeah, quite pleased.
Awesome. That's good to know. And then did you have like any doubts about like creating like a product And then like if you had doubts, and how did you like resolve those doubts in your mind?
Um, on the overall creation of starting the journey, um, there's lots of doubts really. It's like the trustworthiness of an online space and data protection of people, have to deal with the money side, payments, um, yeah, what liability issues you're going to run into in terms of a product that's someone can learn from. Uh, yeah, how much it's going to cost you, hidden costs that you might not understand, things like that. So plenty of doubts in it. Um, Creating the product, then you've got the time you're going to spend doing it as to whether that's going to be worthwhile. Um, in putting all that effort into something that might be a complete waste of time. So, um, yeah, it depends on the size of the product in terms of that one, really. If it's something simple, we can just do it and disregard it. But a bigger thing like we've just launched is, yeah, it could have, if you don't sell any, it's a big risk, isn't it? It's big doubts as to whether it's worthwhile and you should carry through with it. And then you've got reputation as well. So, um, doing things like getting out your comfort zone and different from my viewers are used to. There's a risk there of losing viewers and reputation and negatively affecting growth. So that was a doubt for me as well.
Nice. So like how did you resolve those doubts and like decide to move forward with this despite like all the different doubts that you had?
Um, I believe it's the right way to deliver this info and get it out there. So it's like I say, you've got to start somewhere and try things, see what works, and get over them hurdles and feel and find a path forward that is the right way. Um, yeah, life happens outside your comfort zone, doesn't it? Like someone said to me.
Yeah, yeah, nice. I guess the final question I have would be like, what would you like say to anyone who is who has been thinking of starting a digital product or creating a digital product, and what would you say to that type of person to encourage them to just do it? Or do you have any words of advice to them when you're looking to also partner with like people to help them launch the products and so on and so forth?
Um, if they can see value in the information they're delivering and know an audience that would gain value from it, I'd say if there's that, the cost that that product is going to be is going to give that person way more value than they're expending on it, and you're going to earn from it at the same time in a passive income way, then it benefits everyone. It's not like you're taking money from people. You're almost giving them freedom and money by selling them that product. And without you having that available, short of giving it away for free or some other method, or them finding it from a non-credible source, there's no way to learn it. So yeah, go for it.
Also.